Yeah. Okay. So here's how we do this. May I see the club? All right. We're going to call this the 3-club drill. So we're going to go to 99 yards, 89 yards, 120 yards. So we want to keep it under 120 yards. So different targets, right? So you're going to pick a target. You're going to get the yardage. You're going to figure out what club you normally hit to that distance. Okay. So like if it's a pitching wedge to the flag, then that's the club you're going to hit, right? So you're going to take the normal club, then you take 1 extra club and then 2 extra clubs. And what you're going to do, and you can do, I usually do like 4 or 5 balls when I hit. And then so I go up here, I take my shot, it's a full swing, right? I see where it lands, make sure it's landing at the right distance. So, okay, then I take the next club, right? So then I take the 9-iron, and I'll do the same thing. This time, I'm kind of making a full swing, but I'm going to take a little bit off the power, right? So I'm going to take a little bit off power. So now, right? And I'm taking a little bit off the power to see if it goes the right distance, right? Right? And then I take the next one. You can see how the trajectory lowers a little bit, right? I don't have to make as big a backswing and as big a follow through. Now I've got the 8-iron, right? So now I'm going to choke down a little bit, which takes a little distance off. I'm going to think about a little bit more of a half swing, right? So it's a half swing, keeping my balance, right? And I have to take a little bit off the swing to hit it that distance. And those are the shots that I work on. And why do I do that? Because in golf, you don't always have the perfect number, perfect yardage, and the perfect club. So you're always hitting, you're in between clubs. You're hitting different, you have to hit different shots. So by practicing this drill, this 3-club drill, it forces you to figure out, okay, how much speed do I have to do? How long is my golf swing to hit a certain shot? Then when you're out on the golf course and you do the yardage and it says, it's 110 yards, instead of putting out a pitching wedge and try to overswing, maybe I take a 9-iron or an 8-iron and I hit a little off center shot, off speed shot, like a chip shot or a half swing shot or a 3/4 swing shot. But I know how to hit it because I've been practicing it. You always want to practice the shots that you're going to hit on the golf course. The hardest thing to do is have a shot on the golf course and never practice it, and you don't really know what you're doing. And so you're second guessing yourself. You're trying to think through it. And these shots are all reactive. There's no thinking involved. It's all feel. So it's all body motion. And that comes from practicing. You saw how I just naturally, my body slowed down. Everything kind of slowed down naturally. Versus if I take a pitching wedge, right? I know that now even this is your pitching wedge, and this goes further than 100. So now I've got to take a little bit off because that first time I hit it, it went too far. So now I have to take a little bit off, and I'm still aggressive through the shot, but I take a little bit off on the swing, and then it lands, and then it goes 100 yards. But I do that because I practice. So then when I'm standing in the front of the, in the fairway, because I hit a great drive and I'm 100 yards away, I'm thinking, let's get it close. I already know the shot I want to hit, and I know the feel of it, and I know what I'm going to do. Now all I have to do is execute. So there's no guesswork. I just execute the shot, and either I execute it or I don't. And if I don't execute it, then I go find where the ball is, and then I figure out my next shot I'm going to hit, and what I'm going to do, what club I'm going to hit, where I'm going to land it, how far is it going to go. I think of all that shot because I've programmed it in my brain because I've done it enough times. So my body and my brain are now working together. So now I know what's going on. So my computer is matching my feel. Then that comes from this practice. Okay, so 3 different clubs, same yardage, get the feel of your distance. Yeah? Okay.